Hey there, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full review, pros and cons, of the Kubota RTV X1120. Stay tuned. Hey, here we are, and we're going to be doing a review of the RTV X1120 Kubota. Got a couple of notes I'm going to be telling you all about as we're going along. First off, I want to say before the review starts so that you all know, this is by far my favorite tool, piece of equipment on the farm. I absolutely love it. I have no regrets of getting it. I've had it 14 months. I did a review about 2 months ago and decided to do another one because I wanted spring to come, and now spring is here and I've used it. We've had a wet spring. I wanted to try and get it stuck, see if I had some complaint that I could say about it. I can't. So I want to go through this and kind of tell you some things that I love about it. First, we're going to go on the outside. I have the Workhorse tire, okay? Now, one thing I want to tell you about this, and if you have a farm and you have size 57 gravel, everybody that has a farm knows what 57 gravel is. It's going to get stuck in the worksite tire. Every night when I'm driving in the driveway and I come up, I park this baby in the garage. Every night when I come in, rock comes with it, okay? That's not a Kubota thing, that's a land thing. You just need to know that. The windshield, plexiglass, plastic, love this. I've got a plastic top. Both of these were additions. They don't come standard, okay? That's a big thing. One thing I don't like, okay? And I've voiced my opinion on this. Kubota, we are in the year 2022. Can we get some LED lights? Now, I'm not going to say these aren't bright. They are, but they are not LED. They are halogen blue, I think, was what I was told. They are bright, but I do think we could do with some LED lights in 2022. The brush guard is fantastic. Now, what you're going to see or not see here is a winch. And here's why. If you've seen my video on how to get a tractor unstuck, you will know that I am an idiot and I can quickly get a vehicle stuck. I got a M4800 Kubota. I am a Kubota man. I got an M4800 Kubota stuck. Couldn't get it out, but I don't have a winch on here. And the reason that I don't is this. If you get this thing stuck, and this is 14 months coming from a guy that can get things stuck. If you get this thing stuck, you're trying to. So if you want to go out and buy your, $500 worn winch to put on there to look cool, to impress your neighbors, that's great. You don't need it. I'm telling you, you don't need it, okay? I do love this 2-inch receiver. I got an extended tongue, and I'm going to be putting this link for this tongue on here. This is fantastic if you are trying to get a trailer into a tight spot, and you want to get a trailer to get you into a tight spot, you can hook this right up to it. I've also hooked this on and pulled somebody out of the mud with a tow strap. I just put it in four-wheel drive, put it in low, and actually pulled a truck out of a mud hole with that. That ought to tell you a little bit about the towing capacity of this, or the torque, I should say. So the windshield, what I mentioned, this is great. And here's what I want to show you. The air can go right up underneath here. There's 2 of them. Right here is what's great. You've got this valve right here so you can have full wind or you can close it. No air comes through in the wintertime. We just went through the winter. A couple of other things. Here's where you're going to fill up your gas. You've got a 7.9 capacity diesel gas tank or diesel tank. The bed back here. Okay, towing capacity is 1,300 pounds. The capacity right here, the payload capacity is 1,510. So you can put a lot of weight. And we've probably tested that pretty close. I've had the trailer on the back loaded down and this loaded down too when we were building fence, and we didn't have a problem at all. Here's one thing that I don't like about this that I wish that I could, and that is if I've got something in my hands, I can't open up the tailgate. If I have something over here, I can't open up the tailgate. You have to have both to drop it, okay? And I will tell you this, there's a whole lot of weight that can be put on this. You can also take these off. They come off really easy. and this just drops down, okay? Really easy. You can fix it right back easily. I also put an extended tongue on the back. I did not put a ball on the back just because I've hooked my trailer up and do a U-joint here, and it works out fine. Spray bed liner, I think I told you. Doesn't come with a light on the back. I'm getting ready to put a light on the back. It's dark back here with the dark bed, but that should not be a deterrent. That just basically is what it is. Let me tell you a little bit about the inside, okay? Rubber mat floor, that's standard. Okay, you've got, this is one of the greatest features there is. Both seats pull up. You've got a full-blown toolbox in there, okay, that you can do. Now, here's what's great. This tray comes out right here, so you can take your tools out and clean them and clean that bottom out and all that, so I love that. Here's a feature that is not Kubota. This is Land. This is me, not Kubota, okay? I wear shorts all the time. I wore these today to show you. You can see that split right there. That is because of this little guy right here. Okay, so that's your differential hold, okay? So when I'm I'm driving, and I'm maybe I'm doing my paddocks, I'm doing my poles or whatever, I'm normally will keep this open, and I will stop real quick, and I'll jump out just like this, okay? Again, stop, come out just like this. I just hooked it. You probably just heard it. I just hooked it again. You will hook your shorts on that, okay? So again, that's not Kubota. That's all Land. Love the doors. They're lightweight. They click, no problem at all. Now, in some of the reviews, you're going to hear about it's hydrostatic. So when you let off the gas, it stops. Okay. And I almost went and got, you can get a bypass put on the transmission that allows you to be able to coast, okay? I didn't do that because I found one guy that had a review that said he wished he wouldn't have done it and he was gonna get it taken off, because when you're on a hill, when I'm on a hill with this and I've got it in forward and my foot is not on the gas, she is holding, okay? And when I push the gas, she goes. If you put that bypass on and you don't have the emergency brake on, she's rolling backwards or forwards. I love the fact that I don't have to worry about that. That when I take my foot off the gas and I'm in forward and I'm on a hill, she's not rolling back. You put the bypass piece on, she will. Let me show you a couple of little things. Tilt steering. You've got your high and low forward, reverse. It's got a cigarette plug-in, which is absolutely fantastic right here. So when I'm listening to my Etta James on Saturday and Sunday, I can plug in my phone. 2 cup holders. You got your lights. I'm going to turn this on to kind of show you just how it's not loud, but the volume of it, and I want to show you this. This is one of the things that I love. It's got this flap right here. You also can pull up, lower everything. It's even got a float piece on it if you want to use that. You just heard how loud it is. I want to point this out because I've got a buddy of mine that's got one of these in camo. It's kind of like the winch. I don't know what you need it in camo for. You're not going to, with this volume, you're not going to sneak up on anything. Camo might look cool, winch might look cool. I don't think you need either one. I think that's really about it. I would say this, and people look at me like I'm stupid, which I am part of the time, but I will say this. This is roughly $16,000, okay? And a lot of people say, wow, oh my gosh. This is not your Razor or your Mule or anything like that you're out playing with in the channel on a Saturday and Sunday and having fun with your friends. This is a workhorse. Top speed on this thing is about 30 miles an hour, and it is diesel. You're going to feel the torque of a diesel, okay? That is a really big one. Also, you want to make sure that if you get one of these, you understand that there's not a lot you're not going to be able to do on the farm with it. I've cut down, and I may have said earlier in the video, but I've cut down probably 3/4 on what I do on the tractor since I've gotten this in 14 months. It's one of the greatest things. This is 16 grand. If Kubota was selling it for 20,000, knowing what I know and having it for 14 months, I'd pay 20. If this thing dies tomorrow and Kubota goes up to 20,000, I'm buying one. I love it that much. And I want to emphasize that because there's a lot of things that I've gotten on the farm I don't like, and I think, well, I shouldn't have bought it, I shouldn't have bought it. I'd pay more for this. So all I can say to that is we need some LED headlights, and that would make it as perfect as can be. You have any questions or concerns, any comments, put them down below. Give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends to subscribe. And thanks again for watching the channel. Thanks.